Hey everybody, welcome back. Alright, now this is our second video involving Magic the Gathering for the channel. And this time we have this box here. This is 1,000 plus like 40 cards, I think. I think it's 1,040 cards. But we got this from 4 Nights Gaming. It was, I had a coupon for it, so I actually got it for less than, I got a little discount on it. So I got this for right at $30, $20, something like that. I think it was $30. But basically, we're gonna go through this box. We're gonna see, what the layout is. If it's a lot of bulk, nonsense they're getting ray, like a lot of duplicates and stuff. And then we'll just see what we get out of it. So we're gonna get this opened up. And after we go through it, I am going to just I'll play the video back in high speed because it's gonna take forever. It's 1,000 cards and it'll take forever. So as you can see, package is a little dinged up. I don't blame them. That's the mailman, but so it does come in. It does come in a pretty secure box though. It was supposed to be here between the 31st and the 2nd. It got here on the 1st, so that's good. And as you can see here, it says 1,000 common and uncommons. Ooh, this isn't the right one. Hopefully this is not what they sent. This is not what I paid for. So if they did this, then hey, it's on them. But so it says 1,000, 30 foils, 30 rares, 5 mythics, and 5 planeswalkers. So let's see what we get. All right. If we got this one, then that's just even better. But we'll see here. All right. So we've got some in plastic envelopes. All right. We'll open these first. Yeah, we'll open these first. Let's see what we got in here. Now again, ooh yeah, see there? They claim to have, okay, so these are definitely foil, uncommon, foil. Oh, duplicate. Alright. We're going to go through these. I'm playing, and you can't hear this because I'm going in high speed, but at least those will go through in high speed. And then we'll get them all divided up into piles. Gandalf, so we got some of the... Alright, so those are... So those are the foils. Alright, let's see here. These are rare. Yep, these are rares. Alright. Nice. 6th edition too. Rares. Rares. Let's see here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 26, 27, 28, 30. So there we go. All right, so there's that. So we got 30 foils, 30 rares. All right, now. Okay, so that's halfway through the box. And as you did see, we got 1, 2, and I think that one of these mythics is... So we did get 5 mythics, and we got our 5 planeswalkers. So, according to the advertisement, we got the special cards that we were told we were going to get. And so far, I think that we've gone through about half of it, so that's probably about 500 cards. And we only got 2 tokens, which I don't mind tokens. I just don't like it when I get a box full of tokens. And so that's the halfway mark. We're going to go through the rest of these, and then what I'll do is I'll divide everything up into color, and we'll see what we got. We'll figure out how many commons, how many uncommons, and then we'll come up with a ballpark figure as to how much this box would have cost you if you bought these individually. All right. Okay, so that's it. We went through all the cards. Now, I will get them divided up into common, uncommon, by color. I'll figure out what sets we got in here, oldest, newest set. I think the oldest one we saw was probably a 4th edition, which was the Lifelink. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 token cards. Not great, but it's not bad. When I've opened boxes before, random boxes, and I've gotten like 50 or 60 tokens out of 1,000 cards. And I mean, even that's not horrible, but this is not bad. And to be honest, some of these I definitely, because I run a goblin deck, I run a zombie deck. I run soldiers decks, and I got 2 soldiers, but at least they're different soldiers, and I run thalids. So and these things, I've bought these before, and even these, like if you go to cardkingdom.com, you even pay like 18 to 25 cents for these. So they're not completely worthless. Some people might think that because I got tokens, but even with that, we didn't get that many tokens, so I'm not really going to complain too much. I'll break this up into common, uncommon by color. These here, this is our rare foils and our mythic rares and planeswalkers. So and again, I think I paid 20. I think it was supposed to be 24, but I got it I had like a coupon, so I got it for less, and then they sent the wrong box anyway. So this right here, this box is what I think they charge $50 for, $39. It's either $40 or $50 is what they would normally charge for this box. So we'll base on that. I'll go through. I think that the vast majority of this 1,000 cards is going to be, because it's commons and uncommons, and these things are going to range, as we saw with my first video, these things are probably going to range between 18 and 35 cents. So, but even at that, if you do the math, 1,000 cards, I'll get my calculator pulled up here real fast. All right. Calculator. So if we got 1,000 cards, and you know what, we'll even do this, we'll subtract the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 12th, it will subtract the 14. So we got 1,000 cards minus the 14 tokens, even though you do have to pay for those if you want to buy them. But, some people are like, that's just a waste of space. And I get it. I understand. That leaves us 986 commons and uncommons. So we're going to say that the average is, and we'll say, and to be honest, these cards they're in pretty good condition. So we're still going to go with like the very good price, which is, as we saw when I did my first video, 18 cents. You're still looking at $177.48. So, and as we went through, there were some duplicates, but this company on the ad, it did say there would never be more than 4 of any, because 4 is like your standard, like if you're playing standard or I think legacy or something like that. But 4 is like the most of anything except basic lands that you can have in a deck in any type of play. I'm currently working on building a commander deck, and some of these cards are going to make their way into it. So I'm not upset about this purchase. I think that this was a good purchase. A little bit about where, as far as Magic goes, I started in '93 with Revised and Fallen Empires. Those were like the first ones I bought in bulk. I did buy a pretty good sized amount of Dark. Bought a few Legends and some Antiquities, but those were like kind of on the way out. Now, while I was in the Army, we moved duty stations, and all of my, well, not all, but the vast majority of my Magic cards was lost in household goods. So I still had a couple boxes left, mainly decks that I had built, which we'll go through those on the channel too if anyone wants to see those. But well, we'll go through them. If you want to watch them, you can watch them. I'm still going to put them up there. I'm going to make this work one way or the other. So, and then I started getting back into it during the Theros block. So I was out of Magic for a long, long time, mainly because I didn't have anybody to play with, and it was kind of pricey, and I was, it was in a bad time for finances. But so for me, this is a great way for me to fill in those blocks for those cards that I missed. Because one thing I do like is I like having, like the collection. And so this is a good way for I think if you're somebody that, especially if you're new to Magic, I think that a box like this is fantastic. Now, one thing, they say you're not going to get any lands, and I didn't see even any special lands in here. So what I saw from the ad is pretty much as stated. I still have to go through these, divide them all up, figure out if we do have more than 4 of any card. But I think the most that I saw of any was maybe 3. And so, but even if you had 2 of everything, that's 500 different cards, and there's not 2 of everything. That's well, plus the 40, 30, yeah, plus the 70, 100 cards here, plus these ones. But there's a duplicate of the foils, although nobody's gonna play with foils. I have a huge grip of foils. I'll go through those later. But I think that this is a great way, if you're getting new into Magic, this is a great way to get a lot of cards real fast for a little bit of money. And granted, you could design your deck. You go to Card Kingdom or one of these other companies, and you can buy the cards. You can build your deck, and you can put money into it like that. I think it's more fun this way, and not knowing what we were gonna get. I think that was part of the fun too. I'm glad I didn't get burned on it, but that's why I was like, well, there's a coupon, so I got like $1.50 off anyway, and so I was like, you know what, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna see what we get. And with the first purchase I made, which was this was the first purchase. It just got here second, but with the 50 cards, that was like at least 25, which ended up being like 31 uncommons and 2 rares. Even with that one, I mean, it was like, if you would have bought in that, you'd been paying at least $2 more than what I paid. But with this one here, even, and we'll go on we'll say, I think this is like a $50 box, right? So even if you paid the $50 for it, that's still $127.48 over what you paid. And so now, and I get it. Granted, a lot of these cards don't really sell, so it's not like you're gonna like get these boxes and flip them or anything. Um, you know, you might flip some cards, you know, and to be perfectly honest, with with $177.48, you could probably flip enough of these cards to make back your $40, your $50. I think I put it as 50. So you could probably flip enough of these cards to get at least $50 out of it. Um, because if you figure 1,000 cards, right? Well, 1,070 cards. Oops, no, not that. Clear. 1,070 cards, and we will include the tokens because I'm trying this. Okay, and if we divide that by no, backwards. So $50 roughly, and if you divide that by $50, divide that by your 1,070 cards. You're paying like about 5 cents each. That's a little less. It's like 4.6 cents. So for 5 cents each, I mean, I don't. I think that this is a good buy. And this company, and I'm not affiliated with this company. I have no stake in the game, but this Four Nights Gaming, we even got a save 10%. I guess on my next one if I buy from them. But I think that even at $50, right? If all the boxes, now I will get at least one more box so that I can compare, because obviously this could have just been a good box, right? Or not, you don't understand. It's like this could be just like a box that had very few duplicates, and maybe I get another box and there's you're getting like 10 or 20 of the same bulk cards. But I think that if I order another box, and we'll open that one too, not like right away. We'll wait a little bit, and then we'll see what we get in that box, and then we'll have a comparison, and then we'll be able to say, okay, yeah, after 2 boxes, we didn't really get that, and the thing is, we could get like almost the same box. So, and if it's like almost the same box, then because there's so many Magic cards out there, there's no, even if you're getting 1,000 of them, and some of them you're getting like 2 or 3 of, there should you shouldn't have too much of an overlap. I've bought in several of these boxes from a different company. I never did an unboxing or anything, so I'll do that later because I'll buy them from that other company. Although their prices did go up a little bit. I mean, their boxes went up quite a bit, like $14. But that was, I got those like pre-pandemic. So, now that we're in this spike of inflation, we got to think about that. But I think this was a good buy. Definitely, the advertisement was definitely honest. It didn't. It doesn't say you're gonna get. It doesn't say you're gonna get super valuable ones, but it does say you will get 5 mythic rares. We got our 5 mythic rares. It does say on top of that you will get 5 planeswalkers. We got 5 and in fact I think we got like legendary creature. No, those are just legendary creatures. So we did get our 5 planeswalkers. Legendary planeswalkers. These are like some of the ones that only have. I think these are War of the Spark. I'm not real sure, but these are the only ones that have like one ability. So these are not the best, but they said we did get our planeswalkers, and then they said that we would get 30 rares. There's our 30 rares, and they said we would get 30 foils. We got our 30 foils. And they did say we would get 1,000 common and uncommon with no more than 4 of each card. And As near as I can tell, that's the truth. Um, the only ones I will probably do a value check on these 70, and then I'll just add that as a little after. I'm not gonna sit through all that, but I'll list them. I'll make a list and what the value is, and that's the thing. And then the thing is then if you got the other 1,000 that are 18 cents plus these, because I didn't even count these into that overall cost. So I did it to 4.6 cents. So if each of these are more than 5 cents, then we're positive. But hey, that's it. Hey, so anyway, this is the second one, the second video I'm doing in this magic run. Again, as I said, I'm gonna do other games. I'm gonna do restaurants. I'm gonna do movie reviews. I'm gonna do all that because my main channel is Crazy Texan Survival and Prepping. But surviving and prepping doesn't do you any good if you're not keeping your mind active and you're not like trying to live a life at the same point in time. It's like a lot of people think oh, you're a prepper. You only you're crazy. You just you save up food and you buy guns and bullets and knives and stuff. I do all that, but at the same point in time, surviving is no good if your mind because you got to keep your mind going. You got to be happy. You got to have a life with your family. So, and I think that games and movies is a good way to connect with people. So, and of course, food. So, right, that's it. Hey, do me a favor. If this is your first time on the channel, and it probably is because I only have like 3 videos anyway. So, if this is your first time on the channel, and you like Magic, I'm gonna start putting up a lot of Magic content. I'm gonna go through some of my other decks. If I can find, if I can find a group of people to play with, I might do that as well. But hey, if you like Magic and you want to see more of these unboxings and stuff, other companies, hey, you know what? Send me a link. Hey, if you want me to check out, like, hey, I've seen this ad. I don't know if I want to buy it. What do you think? And then hey, if I have it, I'll buy it and we'll open it up and you can see through me. You can see what you get, and then you can decide if you want to purchase it or not. I'm willing to do that as well. But other than that, hey, have a great day. Okay, so after going through all the cards, well, I mean, I went through most of the cards, but I added up the value of the MSRP that you would have to pay if you bought the cards individually, and you're looking at like $336 worth if you were to pay money outright for each card, if you were to buy the cards individually. Now, I get it. I mean, a lot of these cards you might not buy. But the thing is this. The rares, mythic rares, planeswalkers, foils, those alone, $36.32 is what you would have paid just for those cards. So then you have 1,000 commons and uncommons. And I went with, and if you go with like, even if you go with like 18 cents, right, which is the very good, and most of these cards, and these cards, they're in really good condition. They don't show, the vast majority of them show no form of wear. Now, I don't grade cards, so I can't say this for certainty, but the vast majority of these cards are in superb condition. So you're still looking at but even if you go with the very good value, which, and to be honest, you're probably going to get no more than, you'd probably, if you tried to sell these like to a company, they'd probably give you maybe a nickel each. But if you do that, I mean, even if they only gave you a nickel each and you have 1,000 cards and you got a nickel each, you're still looking at $50, which is what you paid for the box, on top of the others. So either way, you're still. I think that the box put out by the Four Nights Game Company, which, and I'm not affiliated with them. I have no stake in the game, but I think that it's a decent box. You're not going to get any. The highest value card that we got was Kiri Talented Sprout, which was a foil card, and that one was like $1.49. Free. That's what you would pay for it, $1.49. The vast majority of the the rares and everything, like 49 cents. The foils, that's one thing I noticed, like the foils, whether it was common or uncommon, it was still 49 cents. So was the high end. So it's not a bad box. I think that you could do a lot worse. I've seen boxes out there that are a lot worse than this. There's a few duplicates, but I mean, we're not talking like card dumps. This is not a company that's an obvious card dump where you go through and you've got like, let's find a really horrible card here. Well, okay, so it's not like you don't get like 15 of the Nurok replicas. No, you got 2. You know, and not everything has 2. There's some cards in there I've seen. There's like 2 this, 2 that. I get 2 of the same foil. You know, but I think that even if you get 2 of each, that's not bad, because if it's, you know, it might be a card you can use and you have 2 of them. Unless you're playing Commander, then you only need 1 anyway. But I do think that for what the ad says, you know, if you were to pay $50 for this box, you're not getting overly ripped off. They're not ripping you off. You know, you're getting some decent. This one. Well, there we go. You're getting some decent cards. You're getting a lot of cards, a lot of different cards. So now the thing is, there's only a couple lands in there, and those were both rares. So if you get one of these boxes with the intent of playing, you're going to need to pick up some lands somewhere. So, and I think, and I'll give them a lot of credit for that too. There was no lands. There was only 15 tokens, and so 15 out of 1,000 cards tokens. That's not even bad either. There were a couple cards. This one here, I pulled it out because somebody used a silver marker, and it says Reassembling Skeleton 1/1 on it. And you may not be able to see it like that, but it's there. It's like in a silver marker. So this card is essentially, that one isn't worth anything because it's been completely damaged. And another one I saw is actually like the top is cut. So there's a few damaged cards in there, but still, the vast majority of them, you're doing fine. Now I think the oldest card that we did get was actually a pretty good one. The oldest card we got in there was a life tap. I believe this is a 4th edition, but it's in excellent condition. It does have looks like the corner is a little bit messed up. So, but it's not in horrible condition. It's fine for playing with. I have a bunch of these already. So, but yeah. So there you got that, and we got some other white borders from 7th and 8th edition. So, in fact, we got an uncommon from 8th edition. So I think it's a pretty good. We even got a rare from 6th edition. So it's a pretty good box. I'm sure there's better ones out there, but this one is by no means. I think that if you buy this one, you shouldn't be upset. Now, granted, if you go in there with the intent of you're gonna buy 1,000+ cards and you're gonna flip them and make money on it, then that's not what this is. You're not gonna get in there. You're not gonna flip this box and make a lot of money. But I think that, you know, you could probably get your money back on it and have cards to play with. So I don't think that this is not a bad buy. I think that the Four Knights Game Company, they put out a good box. You know, it was exactly as advertised. And this isn't even the one that I ordered. I ordered just the basic one, which was only supposed to come with like 20 rares and 20 foils. And somehow I got the deluxe box, which I'm not upset about it. I mean, that's even better for me because I paid significantly less for this. But I'm basing my review of this on the simple fact of the matter is that, yes, they gave you exactly what they claim. Your planeswalkers are the best planeswalkers, but they gave you 5 planeswalkers. So, yeah. So anyway, that's it. So that completes this video. Hey, if this is your first time to my new channel, hey, please consider subscribing. I'd really appreciate it. We're going to do more Magic. We're going to do movies. We're going to do other games. And we're just gonna have a lot of fun because I like to have fun. I like games. I like movies. Anyway, until then, have a good day.